Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Zombieland Saga. Oh boy. So, in the last episode of Zombieland Saga, we had an episode that I didn't really like all that much, because it basically amounted to a recap, but without actually recapping anything, really just kind of showing us stuff that we'd been told about, that we already knew happened, but actually displaying it on screen. So it's kind of worse because it's like they put all this effort into recapping something that not only didn't need to be recapped, but they had to create whole new assets to recap it. So don't know about that one, but it seems like we're coming up to the climax of the story. I mean, I would hope so, seeing as this is like episode 11. We've got like 1 episode, 2 episodes left. But let's get in here and let's just see how our girls approach the new concert and also how Kotaro deals with this annoying journalist. My hope is that it has something to do with concrete shoes. Let's see. In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh yeah, and also there's also a curse apparently, and it caused everything to just... and the house to slide into the ocean. So hey, that's fun. I feel like Sakura's head should I feel like Tei's drool should have just soaked through her head by now. Did they just get swept out to sea? Is that what that bobbing is? How the fuck is this house, watertight enough to float without just straight up sinking instantly? Yeah, it's not you, girl, it's the house! Good news, girls, you're going on an overseas tour! Here's hoping you land in Russia and not fucking China. Or hey, if you're on the opposites, I don't know where Saga is. Maybe they'll wind up in California. I mean, literally, they could, if they knew what direction was which... If they knew what direction was which, they could just pull a Pirates of the Caribbean. They could literally just walk along the bottom of the ocean. Walk along the bottom of the ocean until they hit land, right? They'll be fine, right? Rip in peace, Grandpa! Damn. How did they get... Did the water just go down, or did they just hit the coast? Well, there goes their house. She's gotta get her Tamagotchi! Oh no! Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen a Tamagotchi die without, it being a software issue. Oh shit, all of Yugiri's opium was in there. Oh no! Oh, even Romero's upset. Don't get wet. The answer is don't get wet. Don't let that shit wear off. Here's hoping you don't have to go into a city that's fucking flooded. Oh, wait. Ah, yes. The dried shrimp ladies, they'll come to their help. The actual shelter wants us to stop doing hard drugs, and that's a hard no. You think you could live in Saga without doing drugs? Oh boy, those... Here's hoping that the frigate, that like Claire's is still open or something, you know? Or whatever the Japanese equivalent of a mall makeup store is. Well, that's easy, just named after numbers. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna recognize them, right? I mean, their names aren't exactly unique. Lily is probably the most unique one you have there, and even then you can be like, oh, her family are fucking Westaboos. I love how everyone's just fine with Tay's bullshit. Just like, oh yeah, no, that's it. Honestly, I feel like people still would not suspect a thing. She's just got a prosthetic torso. It's fine. All of her organs are just stuffed in her head. I wonder. I wonder how they localize that, because that rhyme doesn't work in English. It would be funny if, like, everyone knew they were zombies, but they were too polite to say anything. You know? Because they don't exactly make a good job of hiding it. Hey, that lolly's doing the meme song. It's like the internet never left. Hey, those flashlights are vital. Stop wasting the batteries, you bitches. Like, I know, that would be funny though. Like, the end of the season, like, oh damn, we knew he was zombies from the get-go. You think you live in Saga for this long without seeing a little bit of necromancy? What the fuck do you think we are? The prefecture itself is undead. God, Japanese newsreaders. Like, do they train them to all sound like that? Like, I know in England, like, they train most of our newsreaders to have, like, a vaguely like uniform accent for like the national news. It's like, welcome to BBC. Welcome to BBC News at 4. Today, like, you know, shit like that. Like it like but like that's just the BBC. Like I think pretty sure ITV like doesn't do that. But like all Japanese newsreaders I've ever like heard from like clips on YouTube all sound the exact fucking same. God, they're just gonna yank their fucking arms off. Man, I guess that's one use for a mall car, huh? It sounds weird. It sounds so weird hearing them singing without like the backup music. Holy shit. Like having them do it a cappella. God, I just realized. They've been here for like at least a couple days, right? Like how has their makeup not started to like run or like come off? Like or have they just found a Claire's or something? And so why do you girls look like you're about to drop over dead from exhaustion? You look like corpses. It's kind of scary, actually. I mean, you could just say our house fucking exploded. I mean, that's... He's not buying it. He's like, I don't know, this... How are you still alive? You can't just ask. You can't just go, hey, is anyone alive? Oh man, I guess not. God, Saga really does just have only one cop, and he's fucking incompetent. I have to go to the graveyard. I'm gonna get some help. Just raise a whole ass disaster relief squad. Oh, there it is. I was wondering when that would happen. Surprised their makeup lasted this fucking long. Oh boy. Oh boy, one of these, huh? Okay, person who does the subtitles, what the fuck? Like that... like, I'm fairly certain that says the morning after the rain, but... I mean, it's black on black. The fuck? Man, how lucky. Lucky he finds the one person that he knows with a boat. And Romero's... I mean, Romero didn't look good to start with, but still. I mean... God, way to be judgmental, reporter ass. Never trust reporters, kids. Wait, don't they have the doll paint? In theory, they could just paint their faces. I don't think zombies participate in larceny. I don't know about that one. Well, okay, that'll do it. Well, now she's just gonna smell worse. No, they don't, because they're teenagers. I mean, they're gonna have to project pretty fucking hard. And why does Saki have her hair under the mask? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, that quick dry clay, probably not the best thing, huh? Hey, you girls gonna sing or what? Alright, what's the bit? You're not zombies, you're revenants, right? Well, hey, at least now they can save a shit ton of money on makeup, huh? Their name's not really... Like, they could literally have rolled this zombie thing into their gimmick, and it would have been... like, the easiest thing. I mean, who's gonna know, right? I mean, fucking... I mean, Kiss made millions of dollars looking like very, very fragrant... Very, very, like, fuck, for lack of a better term, for looking like very, very fabulous homosexuals. Like, you could even say special effects, like if, like, one of them, like, knocks their arms off. Soulless, undying singing machines that exist solely to make millions of dollars. Truly, the epitome of idols. I mean, just roll the fucking zombie makeup idea. So what they should have been doing from, like, minute 1. He was busy drowning. They can spin it as disaster relief. Aha! Use the tragedy of the town to their benefit. Yeah, see, he's using his noggin. Okay, how does that lady hold Romero and not be like, hey, this dog is like patched together from like 6 different dogs? I can see the stitches. Technically, you got no lives to risk, technically. Is EFS even still there? Zombie possible. And that other time. Like, are they even going to be able to perform? They don't have any instruments anymore. These stacks of fat money. Thank you for desecrating the natural order and going against God's will. Yeah, oh yeah, does she still not remember him? Like, did she ever get her memories back of her life? Because I remember that was a plot point, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's a dream you're kind of impressing upon her, seeing as she doesn't really even remember being alive. I really hope we have an episode of like Sakura's death day, but from his perspective, because we keep seeing little flashes of it. We keep seeing little flashes of it, and we need more. Okay, so in the next episode, they put their own makeup. Does something happen to Kotaro? Because that never happens. They never do their own makeup unless Kotaro's indisposed. I do like that visual though. Like the idea of like if Kotaro's not around, they look a lot shittier. They look a lot deader, a lot less lifelike. Because it kind of because he's literally the driving force behind them, because, he's the fucking one that brought them back from the dead. Or at the very least, everyone except Yugiri. Like, fucking Christ knows how long ago Yugiri got brought back. I imagine, seeing as, the old man and grandpa are the same person, probably not that long after she died. Probably. Oh boy, but hey, this episode was at least a lot better than, the last one. So, So this episode, I mean, the hurricane, I guess, I feel like the hurricane just kind of just bounced in and just bounced out. Like, it's not really or a flash flood, whatever the fuck it was. It's kind of weird just how, like, one episode, it's like, oh yeah, no, hurricane happened. And then, like, next episode, we're like, all right, yeah, no, we're basically recovering from it. Yeah, we're good. See you at March 8th. I mean, I guess they do have, like, 2 months. No, wait, they got 1 month. Actually, not that. Wait, no, less than that, because it's February 20th. So it's the 22nd at the end of this episode. So they have... Yeah, they've got a little bit. They got a couple weeks. So, yeah, they got a couple weeks to, get back on their feet. For Saga to stop being full of, the dead and dying. And I guess Kotaro has a point. Like, I mean, if they span it as as disaster relief, then hey, but we're like, well, I have to go to the concert if it's going to disaster relief. I mean, come on. It does feel a little convenient, though. Like, I know they're trying to spin it as, like, the curse of Saga, trying to stop them from saving Saga, right? Because, like, the curse is trying to get Saga destroyed or whatever. Whatever the fuck. No idea where that curse came from, I guess. Like, it's just kind of new information that just right in there. But if the curse's intent is to make their job harder, if anything, it's made it easier, because now they've got a lot more humanitarian groundswell. Because they were doing free concerts in a shelter and helping cook, repair, and basically child rearing. Like, nice job, curse, you fucking moron. They're, the thing with the masks was a cool idea. I wasn't expecting them to paint, I wasn't expecting them to make masks. I was thinking, like, maybe they would just paint their faces, because, I mean, like, if regular makeup doesn't stick, you know what would? Paint. But maybe, like, the doll paint's not good enough, who knows. And I feel like them just, like, having the zombie reveal and then just it going right back, like, I mean, I feel like my point from episode 1 stands. Why even bother with the makeup? Why not just roll with the zombie look and be like, yeah, no, it's zombie makeup. We're a zombie-themed idol group. Woo. I mean, Japan loves gimmicks like that, right? And also, just as far as, like, the curse ruining everything, if the whole point of the reporter guy, like, the reporter guy's whole thing was like, I'm going to shut down Franchichu by telling everyone that they're zombies and the dead are being abused by this creepy necromancer man in sunglasses. Like, if anything, the earthquake not only prevented him from posting the story, but also led to him being at the shelter where he saw that these girls are not doing it because they're compelled to, they're doing it because they want to. Like, which then makes him reconsider what he's, like, if anything, if all the curse had to do was just sit back and, like, it would be over. It would be over, and it'd be a wrap for y'all, Like, there'd be no, I don't know, it's just, Real silly. And even then, like, their fan base didn't seem to give a shit. I don't know, like, that's weird. Like, that's, like, a really, really weird, like, I don't want to say coincidence. Contrivance. There you go, that's a better word for it. And I'm hoping that, like, there's some sort of explanation that, like, maybe the guys explain why, because it sets it up as if it's the curse that did it, but it did nothing but benefit them. They didn't even need to try that hard. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But other than that, I mean, seeing them going around and like having a good old grand old time with everyone, that was nice. I'm usually not a fan of like the musical montage of shit, like, so, you know, Kotaro running through the town, but at least that one was short. Hearing the girls singing acapella, you know, that's nice. You know, hearing old songs from you know, but like without the music backing. That's pretty good. That's pretty fun. I mean, all in all, like, I mean, the slightly confused story aside, I mean, I had fun in this episode. Like, I do hope that we get a little bit more explanation of how the fuck this curse works, but I doubt we will. But so I'd say, like, if I had to put a number on this, I'd give this like episode like a 7.5 out of 10, just because it loses like 2.5 points just because of like the contrivance of the curse, because the curse didn't even really do curse things. But overall, all in all, like, the story is fun, and we got to see like a side of Kotaro and why Sakura is his favorite. And like, the more glimpses we get into Sakura's like backstory and her life before Franchichu, the better. Because I honestly, like, doesn't she still like barely fucking remember anything? She remembers she liked Iron Frill, and she remembers watching Ai on a fucking like live stream before she got fucking lightning struck, and I think like that's it. I think that's all she's got, because otherwise, like, she would remember Kotaro, wouldn't she? Or Inui, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. Yeah, he's pretty good, pretty fun. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. So let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments. Oh, and also there was no CG, so that's a big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something that I forgot to talk about, because, hey, that might have happened. As always, remember, you can hit the like and the like button if you want to give me a hand. You can hit the subscribe and the bell if you want to see more. And if you want even more content from me, I do try and post anime every single day at around noon, and I do try and live stream every day, except Sundays, because Sundays I'm doing stuff. If you're watching this on Saturday, which I think is the day that I'm gonna wind up putting this up, I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy VII, and that's going to be going up at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little earlier than I usually do, but I have some stuff to do tonight, so I figured instead of canceling the stream, just, you know, yoink it back a little bit. But yeah, I hope to see you guys there. It might even already have the reminder up, so keep an eye out. Anyway, as always, everybody, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around.